Yes.
The tray, sir.
Well?
Oh, beg pardon, sir. It's the men. There's been some talk.
Talk?
That His Majesty's dying, sir.
The deuce he is! Tell the men the king's wound will soon heal. He's in no danger.
How is the young fool?
Suffering more from shock than anything else, I think.
Did he eat at all?
No. He's asleep.
I warned him against that devil Hentzau.
Colonel, I think the men should be told. They saw what happened. They know Hentzau attacked him. They must realize by now it's Michael who means the king harm.
If they should believe for 1 second that Rassendill's not the king, we're finished. They won't take kindly to being tricked. See to him.
Fritz.
Are you in pain?
How long have I been asleep?
Some hours.
And the courier?
The courier has been dispatched. He should be in Strelsau by now.
And Hentzau?
Well, Hentzau was not mentioned. The report simply says you suffered in a hunting accident, nothing more. Now lie back, you must rest.
At ease. Water?
Grog, sir.
In that case. No more has ever been asked of you, lads, than to prove your devotion to the king should the occasion arise. I think you all know that moment has come.
Aye, sir. And we're ready.
When you were chosen for this exercise, you were informed that a friend of the king's was being forcibly confined within the castle of Zenda, and that his rescue was the objective of this expedition. Well, that was only half the truth. Today isn't the first time an attempt has been made on the king's life.
Black Michael.
Black Michael, indeed. And that's the rest of the truth. The king's main desire is that we should help him to carry into effect certain steps against his brother.
Feed him to the pigs, we hope.
The exact nature of what has to be done needn't concern you. But make no mistake about it. This is war. And the king's life is at stake.
Rupert enjoys it all too much. But he'd sooner cut a man's throat than play cards.
He'd sooner ruin a woman than do either.
Come now, friend, you're just vexed. You never killed a man in open fight.
Oh, wait, you're mistaken. I do believe he once tried to stab a knave in his sleep.
Are you sure it was a knave? I heard a woman.
And she certainly wasn't asleep.
And it certainly wasn't a dagger, eh, Bersonin?
Ah, I thought Bersonin was asleep.
Is Madame not to join us tonight?
She attends our prisoner.
And Rupert too?
Gentlemen, I wish you good night. Have a care, my friend. You are not indispensable.
What is he waiting for? If the play actor is dead, is there any reason why the king should remain alive? Only that damned English impostor stood between Michael and the throne.
If the play actor is dead, how can we be sure Hentzau's dagger hit the right spot?
By going now to find out.
Not by waiting for some official bulletin from Strelsau. Whether Rassendill's dead or alive, that hunting lodge will be better guarded now than a fortress.
Sapt's no fool. With the king's life hanging in the balance, he's not likely to make Rassendill's death public, is he?
One thing's certain. Hentzau's attack will make them think twice about putting their heads in the lion's den.
Let me be. Let me die. Must I rot out my life in this cell? Why didn't you kill me?
Hush, sire, hush.
You're very kind, madame.
Save all your strength, your majesty. When help arrives, you must be ready.
Well, sire, if you've had enough of the latest society, we shall leave you to repose. But first, must fasten these little ornaments.
Oh, really, is that necessary? He's
What?
too weak even to leave the bed unaided.
I could release him.
Please do.
For a favor.
Good night, sir.
A kiss.
Taken, perhaps. Never given.
You really prefer that dullard, Michael?
You're infinitely charming, Rupert. Good-looking, too, and young. Must be because I'm in love with your master that I find you quite repellent. Dearest, I'm very tired.
What does he mean to you?
I've told you before, he means nothing to me at all.
You expect me to believe that?
He means as little to me as the Princess Flavia does to you.
Have you anything to say, sire, before I leave?
I'm dying by inches here. Heaven's name, kill me, Hentzau, and have done with it.
I'd be only too happy to oblige, sire. I'm afraid the Duke doesn't desire your death just yet. When he does, behold your pathway to heaven.
What is that?
That, sire, is an improvement on Jacob's ladder. No common route for your majesty. A pretty private passage where the vulgar won't stare.
So be it.
Sleep well, your majesty. Who knows? You may wake in paradise.
Too late for you to go tonight, but you must leave at dawn as soon as the drawbridge is lowered. If anyone should stop you, tell them I have sent you to the market in Zenda for fresh herbs. God be with you, Johann.
And you, madame.
What is your name?
Schmidt, my lord. Johann Schmidt.
Of the Duke's household?
No, sir. My lord.
Sir will do.
I serve only Madame de Mauban, sir.
A lady's maid, Johann? Has your mistress no women to perform that function?
There are no women at the castle, sir.
Well, Michael shows some sense after all.
Only my mistress.
And she sent you here?
Yes, sir. With a message for His Majesty.
Attack as soon as you can. The king is very weak. For God's sake, save us from this den of murderers.
And whose fault brought her there, I'd like to know.
Help me up!
We mean you no harm, Johann. We had to be sure. You know there is a prisoner in Zenda. Do you know who he is?
No, sir. Only that he must be of some importance and a private enemy of the Duke.
His Majesty will join us.
Is that wise?
He insists.
If your Royal Highness would care to rest in my office, I'll see that the carriage is prepared immediately.
Your Highness, this is not wise. I beg you to return with me to the capital before Duke Michael learns of your arrival in Zenda.
The king has been hurt in a hunting accident. My place is by his side. I wish to be alone until the carriage arrives.
How many men does he have?
Well, besides the 6 bodyguards, sir, I've seen only 4 servants. 2 soldiers guard the drawbridge.
Are the servants armed?
Yes, sir.
Where do they sleep?
Here, sir, in the entrance hall. The Duke and my mistress have their quarters immediately above.
And his bodyguard?
Yes, sir, but 2 of them guard the prisoner at all times, day and night.
In the passageway, you mean?
Well, one in the passage outside the cell here, sir, and the other inside.
Cunning. If the outer door stormed, and the guard in the passageway killed, the man inside the cell still has time to murder the prisoner.
He can simply throw him down the well.
Well? What well?
Well, there's a trapdoor in the cell, sire, covering an old well.
The prisoner will be dead before he reached the drawbridge.
No, not necessarily. All this applies to an open attack on the castle. It's clear we shall have to enter by stealth, not force.
How ill is the prisoner, Johann?
Very weak, sir. My mistress attends to him daily.
Well, we can expect no help from that quarter. The drawbridge. Is it drawn up at night?
Yes, sir. And the Duke himself holds the key.
You're a brave man, Johann, and you've done well. But you must return at once. We have need of you in the castle. Take this note to your mistress, and charge her for the sake of all our lives not to fail in what it orders. If all goes well, you should live in prosperity for the rest of your life. Now go quickly before your absence from the castle becomes suspicious. Help me to dress, Fritz.
Are you strong enough?
I must show the men that I am.
I don't think Zap's too happy with your plan.
How can we do otherwise? The slightest indication of an attack, Michael will have the king murdered.
It's your part in it he doesn't like.
For the first time in my life, Fritz, fate has given me the opportunity to show real courage. Now, not even Zap will deny me that now. I've played too passive a role so far.
Too passive? Good Lord, man, you've been crowned king of the realm. You've been shot in the hand, stabbed in the arm, and taken on 3 cutthroat swine with the tea table. You call that passive? But Zapt is right. If we lose both our kings, what will become of those of us who are left?
They will serve Queen Flavia, and I would to God I could be one of them.
bulletin was so serious, I expected to find you on your back and fighting with death. Do you realize you've gravely offended the medical faculty of Strelsau by not calling any of them to your bedside?
I ordered the marshal not to let you out of his sight.
I'm afraid your orders carried no more weight than his. Her Royal Highness insisted.
I'm glad she insisted.
Rudolf, don't send me away, I beg you. Let me stay with you.
Well?
Well, I'm sorry, Colonel, but she refuses to return with me.
Good God, he's not dying. She can see it's only a scratch. What's the matter with her?
Her Royal Highness is in lounge. Well, if I'm going to act as courier, I must go at once, or the Marshal won't receive your report till tomorrow.
Damn it, man. She can't stay here. It's no place for a woman.
Oh, she insists, and so does His Majesty.
His Majesty.
Would you defy the Princess and the King? Perhaps it's for the best, Sapt. They should be together. The people were given to understand that a marriage ceremony would follow immediately after the coronation.
Damn the people.
Drive on.
I hope this won't become a habit. First a dog and then a wild boar. I think you should prohibit hunting altogether. It's clearly far too dangerous.
If it finds favor with you, then of course I shall.
And was the boar's name Michael?
It was Hentzau.
Did you spear him?
Not yet.
Gentlemen, if you'll forgive me, it's been a long and tiring day. Good night.
Colonel Sapt is still very angry with me.
He means well. He thinks you should have returned to Strelsau for your own safety.
Safety?
I meant comfort, dearest. For your own comfort. This lodge is quite primitive.
I have everything I need.
Sleep sound, dearest. And wake to happy days. To have her with me is like a taste of heaven to a damned soul. Just don't let your snoring keep her awake, Fritz.
Now, perhaps His Majesty will consider something a little more urgent than the welfare of his ministering angel. Have you forgotten what we're here for?
No, Sapt. I have not. The king is sick. The longer he remains in captivity, the less chance we have of ever seeing him again. We must strike a blow now.
Tonight?
Tomorrow. We shall leave here at dusk and use the cover of the woods to the east of the castle. If all goes well, we should be there by midnight.
We can't abandon the princess without a guard.
We can only spare one man.
If I should fail, you will return at once to Strelsau with the princess and raise an army to march on Zenda. What is it? Fritz?
Rassendyll. In the circumstances, Fritz will go.
No.
Your wound, man.
No, Sapt.
Rudolf, your life is too valuable.
It's out of the question.
Then at least both go.
No. One man might escape notice. To double the party doubles the risk.
Very well. We'll play the game as you planned it. But you'll need proper clothing. Wear something dark and carry a knife. A gun would be useless.
Will you wear this for me?
Till the day I die.